Welcome back. This is Ben, your boy from SplittinTracks Pheasantry, and I got an exciting one for you today. And it's gonna be a reveal of some birds I've been wanting to get for a while, and I got a pen over there I need to clean out. So we're gonna plant some trees in there and you know, clean out that little water feature thing that it's like a bird bath thing that I got at Lowe's. But yeah, I'm gonna clean that out, you know, rake it out, put down some topsoil, and just get the pen ready, pretty much. But the fun part about this video, guys, is that I'm gonna take you on a journey. We're gonna go on a little bird trip to a bird sanctuary, and but before we do that, we're gonna drop off a couple of birds at a friend's house. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know I have an extra mono male, and that's one of the birds I'm taking to a buddy's house. And then I have the lone Lady Amherst pheasant that I'm bringing to him as well. And for that, he is gifting me some of his birds. It's gonna be a trade, but here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna drop off my 2 birds in the morning, and then we're gonna go do our thing at the bird sanctuary, take some pictures and have a little family fun. And then on the way back home, we're gonna pick up the birds that I'm gonna get from him. And so yeah, now let's go check out that mono male, guys, and the Lady Amherst that I'm gonna take to my buddy's house. We walk through the jungle here. One of my old breeder pens. Okay, so here's the last mono male. Now originally I thought this one was a female, but he developed those black feathers underneath his chin a little bit later than his brothers. But yeah, this one right here is going to a buddy, and that Lady Amherst over there is as well. Let me go show you guys him. Produce so many male monos, guys. All of my fellow mono breeding buddies, you guys know what it was all about. All those males that we produced. All right, guys, so I'm in the Lady Amherst pen here. Now there's my boy I'm gonna keep. He's gonna be my breeder. He has made it all the way up to breeder status. Good temperament on that boy, and he looks beautiful. His brother is just as beautiful, but he is lower on the pecking order, if you know what I mean. So he's gonna go to a buddy's house. I mean, he still looks good. He'll be a great breeder too. But you know how it is. When you gotta narrow it down, you narrow it down, you know? Alrighty, folks, so there you are. Those are the 2 birds that we're gonna trade and get some new birds. Don't we love new birds? Always. Anyways, I'm not gonna let you know what they are until I get them, you know, or until I pick them up. We'll see how that goes. First, we're gonna go over there to that pen and clean it up and make it all ready for them, okay? Let's go. Now here's the pen I'm talking about. This is 8x16 here. This is the one I was housing all my yellow goldens and a few Swinhoes. And yeah, we sold all those, so it's been empty for a while. But I'm gonna plant some trees in there, clean up this bird bath water feature thing that I got here at Lowe's. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, just put down some topsoil and make it all tidy for them. Now you guys know I have to do before and after shot, right? Just have to. There's the inside of the pen here. Pretty plain, huh? I already cleaned this off, or you know, just kind of wiped the old poop off of it. But yeah, not much going on. Now I'm gonna rake it out, put down that topsoil like I said, and plant a couple trees. We'll be good to go. Now I'm not gonna torture you guys into watching me do all that. So when you see the next scene, it will be ready. Boom, just like that. Couple cedar trees in the ground. Makes for a nice feature in some aviaries. Got the topsoil spread out. It's all fresh and clean. And now bird bath is all cleaned out. Their fresh water awaits them. Yeah, it's ready for some birds. I just need to get some feed in here, but I won't feed them until tomorrow. I'm gonna actually get them. Now I'm making faces at myself. Well, here we are, folks. We are pulling up to Amazing Grace Aviaries with my buddy who's going to do the great bird exchange. Now, excuse me. I produced these models really good. I got a good system down now. But this year, I just produced so many males. It was like a 3 or almost 4-to-1 ratio of male to female.
You know, that's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I have the same thing with the other pheasants. It just happens. I have like, I don't know, 11 Swinhoes, perfect pair set. But that's not at all the norm. And I'm not sure. And then, but that watering thing is, what was the humidity you were running at on during incubation?
It was around 50.
Yeah, that's about what I do. I go 50, 52.
Yeah.
And then what was it when you were hatching?
It was around 65 to 75.
It's just with the Indians because, I mean, he sets them the second that they hatch. You know, rather than building up a clutch.
I really didn't pay too close attention to the numbers. I just remembered as long as both those channels were full,
when they're in
it was good.
Well, you're
the lockdown. He goes to lockdown.
What I do, but I only stick around 60. But so that's another thing. Maybe kick that up a little bit. So,
I think what really helped the Impians was having that good circulation, because those little incubators are nice. They circulate the humidity and the temperature very well. So everything's even throughout.
But the Bryn C and GQF have fans in there. They're supposed to be doing the same thing. Although the wrinkle might be a little difference of temperature at which layer. See, there's 3 layers in those cabinets.
Right, yeah.
And that might be the difference too. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to get to some of these and try them, and then I'll give you a holler after about the 5th time with no eggs.
How many did you hatch this year? You had a really good hatch rate.
Almost every one of those things hatched.
Unbelievable. Isn't that, Donna?
Yeah. No, you know what though? His first year, he went through exactly what everybody else says. You lost so many babies, huh?
Oh yeah.
Like he would get them all the way to the hatch date, and they'd get stuck, or he had a hard time.
Eggs, and then while the other ones were hatching in the tray, those little cabinet, while the other ones were hatching, those would pip, and then they would just die. And I know what happened is just they couldn't make it out. Something was not right with the circulation or something. They were more sensitive.
Well, typically, what that means is you had too much humidity in the incubation period, and they get too big, and they can't turn enough in there to get out.
And it's already a big plump chick. Yeah.
That's what the normal thing they say is, but who knows? I'm very willing to try that, though, aren't we?
He's definitely got it down to an art form. I told him, we do the little videos. I told him he needs to make one specifically on his protocol for the Impians, because he's got it down. And it makes, they're the cutest babies. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
Little fluffy butts.
But I figured, that first season, like I said, when they all died, I was like, that's an expensive bird. I'm going to have a setup, and that's why I got the nurture rights, just for those. And if I have to calibrate something, it'll be just for those birds. And I didn't have to do much. I just, that's the first 25 days, 1 reservoir full, and then the hatcher, both reservoirs full.
I can't wait to try that. That is so exciting. You talk about them being cute. My problem is every dadgum baby is cute to me. But I don't know if I showed you this when you were here the last time, but aren't those little buttons cute?
Oh, they were. You had them when I came last time. They were so itty bitty. I love them.
They're just like a bumblebee. But we have silkies, and those babies to me are real cute too. They're just little fat.
I think that's why I like the Impian babies. They're just such little tanks.
Yeah.
Like especially next to the tiny little, the yellow golden and the red golden babies that are so slick. There's a big old tank just wandering around. I love them.
That's the same kind of a deal.
Yep.
And they just kind of like get in there to get their feet. They're just everywhere, just like little buffs.
You know what I noticed about the Impian babies too is they're really personable. Like when you feed them up by hand.
Oh yeah.
The egg, they'll come right up to you. But then they get to a certain age, like about right now, and they want nothing to do with you. They'll stand off.
Now, what are you feeding them?
Now that is one thing that he really does is the fresh egg every day. I keep hard-boiled eggs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do that with all my.
And then mash it up.
Yeah, they love it.
That's what Joe said to do, and we've never done that.
We do it with the peacocks and the Himalayans because they tend to be the less hardy.
Yeah.
We do fresh egg every day, and it really, I don't think we lost any of them this year. They did really good.
You know, that I better start doing that.
You know, because here's something I noticed: a lot of people will use the 30%.
It uses pork.
Yeah.
Really good.
gamer starter for
and
the
then
pheasants. And here's what I've noticed with that.
me about putting it in the scratch because he said
they didn't like the taste of it. My 20% flock raiser crumbles, they love the taste better, and they will eat it. So actually, the higher protein, if they're not eating it, they're not getting that higher protein.
Well, this is the other thing. You know? I used to do that, and I don't do it anymore because it's too hot for most things. And when I have used it, I'll cut it down.
Oh, the 30%?
Yeah, I'll cut it down. But we are using now a 20% medicated.
That's what I'm using, the flock raiser. But
well, the flock is 20.
20.
But the thing is,
the flock raiser isn't medicated though, is it?
No. But they got medicated though. That's the red and white bag Purina. But this is a weird thing. You're paying almost $30 a sack for that flock raiser. I'm getting this kind that I get for about $8 less a bag. It's huge. The only problem is they only sell it in Yuba City. It's out of Oregon. Okay. And I used it this last year. Oh. This is it. Well,
that's a lot cheaper per bag.
Oh, it's huge. And if you buy 20 bags, it's even cheaper.
Then you get a certain percentage off.
I'm buying now. And I tried it this year, and it has worked well.
But yeah, all the
Birds like
bags
it?
are exactly the same. It's the tag on the bottom that'll be different.
That's sort of something you get used to because at
So you're
Purina you
not-
can tell.
Because
See,
Purina uses
here's the difference. This
different bags,
21%
so you can
medicated.
always
Is there a
tell.
tag on
Well,
here?
these guys, they do the same
there
bag,
it
so
is.
it cuts their production cost.
That's the only
Cheaper,
difference.
yeah.
So it's
And then you just
cheaper.
read the little bag.
And so the
But
tag
that's
on the bottom, like
significant when you start buying that.
yellowish orange one on that bag right
Like
behind
if you had a truck
the
and trailer,
medicated.
it'd be worth
So
coming
see,
down
I love
and
that
filling
they
at a time.
do.
Yeah, and then
That they find a way to cut money and make it cheaper for us. You see what they're saying, babe?
it's just a different colored tag. There's purple tags and yellow tags and orange tags and green tags.
But all we use are these two. There's the medicated for young birds, and then the
all-in-one crumble.
yes, that's the 18%. That's what and gosh, we did great this year.
You know, one other
Saved
thing
some money.
that he's always done that's pretty neat is with our very first hatch that comes out, we always go down to the feed store and get a couple of chickens. They teach the pheasants how to eat because the pheasants don't. They get the little trainers. I love it.
They got the pheasants to eat, and then when we hatched those the peafowl, the pheasants taught the peafowl how to eat.
Yep.
You know, and
Yeah, see, we used our little ball bites for the same. Whatever she had that was close to that age, we generally did. We didn't always.
No, sometimes we ran out of the
Well, what happens is about halfway through the season, it's kind of
sink or swim.
not quite as fussy.
You're hungry, you'll eat.
It's like with my garden. Oh man, I am all fussy about it the first month or two, and by this time of the year, it's like, oh no, I'm not touching it. It can grow out.
We're like in August, it's oh no, Donna, oh no.
Yeah.
Gosh, we have a 80% hatch. Oh.
It's that shut off of the incubator that's such a nice sound. Oh, we are done for the
Right,
year.
Donna?
it's almost just as good as starting it up.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Didn't
Exactly.
turn up.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, they have models of quails too. Look at this big diggy.
Yeah.